Okay, it says we're live. We got it. Okay.
I can't.
Hello, everybody.
That's weird.
Hello,
oh, there
everybody.
it is. Okay, I see it.
You see now?
Yes, but
Okay.
I got to figure out how to share it because it's showing up odd. Like it's sidebarring. There.
Mine too.
I just refreshed the page.
Okay. Excuse me.
All right, let me make sure it's on
Sharing out now.
We're so professional. Yep, there it is.
Aren't we? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jeremy. How you guys doing? We're hey, Renee. We are in the process of getting this baby shared out. Almost got that done here.
I can't see everybody on there.
What's that?
I can't see the comments on mine.
Okay. I'll throw them up on the screen.
Okay.
I'm almost.
Unless they're mean, so.
Almost there.
There should be a lot of those.
Almost there.
I can probably, let's see if I can see it.
Okay. Hey, Trish, Carol, Nathan, what is up, sir? Okay. Welcome to the Otter's Den. We're live. We had some tech issues. We tried to start the broadcast, and Facebook, revoked all my permissions. So I had to exit out, get everything rolling. But hey, we got it done. Here we are. So welcome to the Otter's Den, where tonight we have a very special guest, Christie Ayers.
Hi. I can see everybody now. All the comments are working. I had the wrong thing clicked. It's like I don't know how to use this or something.
Right? I have issues too sometimes. I'll throw them up,
all these wonderful people coming to say hello. And we're not drinking today.
Yes, the Otter has burped. Hey, Gail, how you doing? Greg, what's up? Well, I tried.
You can share it there. That'd be
absolutely.
Great. Just share it in there.
Facebook revoked all my permissions, so I got to get that reset up, and I didn't have time. So, yeah, if you could share it out there, that would be awesome. I was in the process, and now, here we are. So it was kind of a screwed up 5 minutes. It's like,
Yeah, we know how that goes, don't we?
Yes.
Greg and I had a whole live set up, and then we got a message, don't do that, that. We're like, what? So we were running around trying to fix everything. I don't think anybody noticed, which was good. So.
Okay, I just got it shared to Free Spirited.
Nice. Thank
you.
So,
there we go. Sometimes, how do you all limit your issues to sometimes minor Yeah, it's a thing.
It's because there's so many. So when we're saying we have issues sometimes, those are just the really bad ones.
Yes.
That's all that is.
And you're going to notice some stuff in the background. Don't pay attention to that. I'll try and block it a little bit. I've been doing some work around here, getting some stuff replaced. So I got boxes sitting around.
I have dogs barking.
I finally got my slow cooker replaced so I can make a thing for Easter. I was so proud.
I know I need to come over there and you can cook me crock pot food.
Absolutely.
Although the steak is pretty good, so.
Well.
Fuck them fish. You're damn right.
Fuck them fish.
That's literally should be our logo. Never mind. I'm not drinking right now, so I'm going to behave myself.
We got a plan we talked about. We ain't saying what that plan is, but we got a plan.
We do have plans.
We do not. Yes. Yes, we do.
You'll all like it.
Yes, you will.
Of course they will. It's us. Let's see. Catfish.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Especially the bottom feeders.
We don't want to get catfished. We don't want any crappy fish. Bass get pretty big, so we got to watch how big they're.
The musician, is that bass or bass?
It
makes a
difference. And when I do decide to go fishing again, I got to figure out what bait to use.
Once again, I'm not drinking, so I'm not gonna.
Right. I need to behave, but I don't like to behave. It's no fun to behave.
It's not.
I like to make all these people have to laugh and giggle. You know, I mean,
I'm
I
not
even
good at
I even
that.
found the green bean.
I know, now you find the cosmic green
Now
bean.
I find the cosmic green
A
bean.
little too late, like, a week late almost here.
Hey, at least I got it for next time.
Should we tell them what we're doing on Wednesday?
Absolutely, Christy. I will allow you to do that.
Yeah. So Wednesday, a friend of mine who lives in Florida, because she's totally awesome. She's like, oh my gosh, you need to go to this abandoned town, which is in Pitcher, Oklahoma. And apparently it's a ghost town. So tomorrow night, me and Keith and Stephanie and Lindy are all meeting at the villa, and then we're driving out to Pitcher. So if it's as cool as it's supposed to be, I'll do a live or something there so everybody can watch it, just so they can see, like, we're cool.
Yep. Well, we both can. I can do it from the Otter's Den, and you can do it from Free Spirited or your page or whatever. And hell yeah,
We're all just StreamYard junkies.
absolutely.
Anyway,
I gotta figure out if my phone will run StreamYard. The last time I tried, it wouldn't do it. But I was also trying to have guests on, and the bandwidth there wasn't a bandwidth to do it.
yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing. I don't know what's going to happen when we get out to Pitcher. For all I know, there will be no signal. We might not even have,
Right. Yeah. Me and Michelle are planning on getting down there. We just got to get our dates together. So we will keep you posted, okay? Because we're gonna drive down, visit you guys, and then on the trip back, we're gonna drive over, stop, meet Jeanette and James, visit for a little bit, and then head on back home. Just
where's down there? Where is south?
he's in Texas.
What part of Texas?
I'll let him tell you because I can't ever remember the name of the town. Hey, what's up, girl? Oh, I know what I gotta do.
Yep. That's so funny. What are you doing?
I had to share something to somebody.
Oh, you should share with the rest of the class.
Oh, I was sharing to a friend of mine up in Canada who doesn't always get to know.
I'm just being stupid.
No, we're not stupid. We're funny.
I am funny, which is the same thing as me being stupid. So
Sometimes we're stupid funny,
Mhm.
and that's okay.
I know. I love all the people who come and watch us on Drunken Oracle. That is so much fun.
That's it.
Love
Lindale, Texas.
it.
I'm writing that down. See, I got my handy dandy notepad, so I don't have to put it on my Palm Pilot.
Your handy dandy notebook. It's Blue's Clues.
We're all looking for Blue's Clues.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Probably from Charlie, because he's mad. He's back in the storage shed in his box that he hates to do.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, it's his safe space.
There
I
you
left
go.
him with coloring books just in case. Send a
There
puppy.
you go.
He needs coloring books and a puppy.
Carol wants to go too, Nate. And
Let's all
I know.
go.
I know.
Let's take like 50 people and just go to everybody's house and just do a massive Drunken Oracle fun time.
And I know 2 days heads up for brisket. That part I got memorized. Oh, cool. It's from where Miranda Lambert's from. That's cool.
We're actually going to have a guest on Drunken Oracle coming up too, so that's good.
Yes, leave it to the researcher of Cobra Paranormal. Thank you. Why now you see, everybody sees why, you're the researcher right there. That's your own business.
Yeah.
Your own business,
I don't think that's appropriate for this show. You need to save that one for May 11th for Drunken Oracle.
Yeah, that's more of a Drunken Oracle type statement.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how she meant it, but my mind went south.
That's exactly where mine went. And not to Texas.
Oh, heck, that ain't bad at all. Oh, I thought it was 11 and a half. It's 1.5. That's even better. That is even better.
You're like probably 8 hours from there. 9 hours, maybe.
Oh, I can MapQuest it quick. I think I'll just do that. We is going from the Wymo, Nebraska.
Yeah, the big old town of Wymore, Nebraska.
Where?
I'm telling you, it's where to go to party, though. It is like party fucking central, Wymore, Nebraska.
10 hours, 9 minutes.
I said 9 hours, so
yeah. So that's not bad at all. I drive for 5, Michelle drives for 5, and I am not taking any phone calls, people. I forgot to turn my notifications down.
If they were cool, they'd be watching her live right now.
Right. Well, it might have to do with the case, but I'm going to have to get back to them. Oh, that's not too far from me. That's not too far from me.
I know where Olathe is too. Yeah.
They're waiting on you.
Everybody just wants to road trip. Don't you love it? I love it. I'm grounded for a little bit here.
I like road tripping, but like driving a long ways to a destination, I have a hard time staying awake, and then my back and my neck get sore. So I gotta take a lot of breaks. So it takes me longer to get anywhere. So I gotta plan those into the trip time.
That's why you take back roads, and then you go urbexing the whole trip.
This
Mm-hmm.
is essentially what we are going to be doing on Tuesday.
Yes, I love it. I have so many like hundreds of photos of I can't even tell you, just insane places that I've randomly found, just like off the beaten path. I love it.
And the name of your page?
It's Beautifully Abandoned.
There we go.
Yes, I think I probably have like a million pictures of it. It's the Bull Street Asylum, which is in Columbia, South Carolina. Like, I lived in Columbia for 12 years. And so this asylum was the very first of its kind. And it was so big, like they made their own mattresses, they had their own farms. I mean, it was literally like self-contained. And then actually, if anybody follows serial killers, back in because they had all these like high security buildings in the back. And Pee Wee Gaskins was actually spent the rest of his life there.
Wow.
He was a pretty messed up serial killer, like skinning people and stuff. Super
That's up.
Crazy dude. Mm-hmm.
I
have a bunch of stuff from there because all those high security buildings are gone.
Yeah.
And like the main building, they're now turning into apartments. But I have videos from inside of there. And I have like photos. I mean, it's just an incredible place.
That's kind of cool, but I'd be a little worried about, hauntings and stuff like that. It might get a little messed up.
Well, I would rent an apartment there and find out. You know me. I'm just alone at home and there's like shit happening. That's what's going to happen to all those people. So.
Yes. And then they're going to call Cobra Paranormal. Hey, come save us. Okay.
There's a picture. Somebody sent me a picture because when all the riots were happening, like 4 people, like 4 teenagers, or I don't know, maybe in their 20s or college kids, just went and started the main building on fire. Like, well, yeah. And so the firefighters like couldn't get in there right away, but somebody took a photo and there's like an actual like shadow figure that looks like a firefighter standing on in the flames.
Really?
Yeah, I need to find it and repost it. But somebody sent it to me. Somebody I know took the photo because right across the street is like a bunch of office buildings because they're like redoing that whole area.
Okay.
And they're saving a bunch of the buildings out there. I mean, because there's probably like 30 buildings. So some they're knocking down, some they're saving. And so they have like some like really. So somebody I know actually took the photo and sent it. And then people were like, that's a firefighter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, it's not.
Firefighter is not going to be standing in the middle of the flames. Just
no,
saying.
like, I mean, it's crazy. I need to find that picture and post it again because it's pretty sweet.
There we go. Okay. My glasses are crooked. I can't.
I just take mine off. The only downside to that is I can't see anything.
Yeah, I can't read the comments. So
I'm like, what? What does it say?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. I'll be gone.
He's smelling his computer again. Somebody help him.
I am not that man that is in that office. I ain't saying his name, and I ain't saying that which office, but I am not the man in that office. Just saying. That's messed up.
You're the man in the box.
Well, I'm
The man
typing
in the box. What?
very. Never mind. Greg had mentioned the Free Spirited page. Would you like to explain a little bit about what that's about?
Okay, so Free Spirited, I was kind of against calling it a network, I guess, because everybody's just doing that. But we're starting to have people on and broadcast different podcasts and shows and stuff. Greg and I just started doing one called Paranormal Reveal. We did the last one like 2 weeks ago, I think, something like I don't know. It was a great thing. But basically, the premise of the show is we are having people on who like had like one investigation that's amazing. And so we're basically walking through one investigation and we cover the evidence and we show the photos and whatever that they have to bring EVPs, whatever. And so we just did our friend Charlotte Savoy. She was our first guest on there talking about she was at Velisca House and when she was there, all the windows shattered. And it's really crazy. And we played, there was like a storm that came through there, and you can literally, they had all their equipment running, and you can hear there's like 8 people crammed in this tiny little closet in Velisca, and you can hear glass breaking and flying and just stuff flying everywhere. And like you can hear them like scream. I'm like, it's pretty terrifying. I was just like, one, I wish I was there, and 2, I'm glad I wasn't. So,
Yeah, I understand that.
it's pretty crazy, and some of the evidence they ended up getting that night is pretty intense too. And then Keith is going to be our next guest. So
Who's that guy?
some random weirdo we picked up off.
Wait. What's that? Right. Oh, that's me.
Is it like it's backwards? I don't know how to point at you.
No.
I have to go like this.
If I want to point to you, I got to point that way.
Yeah. So
down.
When Keith is on, we're going to walk through your Dead Files episode, basically. So
yeah, we're going to cover that. I got to rewatch it again. It's been a bit. I've only seen it twice. It was a little difficult for me to watch first time, and a little easier the second time. But I've healed a lot. Got a lot of things, figured out in here. So I think it'll be, a little easier. Because the events of some of that are still fuzzy, and because it wasn't me, and the events of the spirit mechanics coming up to help that night a lot is still fuzzy about that night. But I'm slowly, regaining memories. I have been ever since it happened. It seems like every time I make a self-growth spurt, a flood of memories coming back. I remember my child. I was a kid. I remember that now. I was a teenager. I remember that now. So I mean, it's just
I do want those memories back. I don't want to remember my teenage years. Nah, I was drunk most of the time.
I need them so I could work through my life and figure out why things happened and rectify those situations. And so I can make sure that those situations don't happen again. That'll work. Yeah.
So I will say for Paranormal Reveal, we are looking for more people who want to do it. So if you have some good evidence from like one specific investigation, you can message me, you can message Greg, message us on Free Spirited, whatever you want to do. So if you want to be a part of it, let us know. I encourage you to watch the first one, just because it'll give you an idea of what's going on and whatever. And it was really good. It went really well. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And I'll do some homework so I can remember what I need to talk about.
Yeah, I think Greg's going to be messaging you here in a couple days. So.
Okay. And I'll try to get what we talked about figured out also. I used to have a bunch of EVPs saved, and had evidence saved from the house, and then it went up in the fire. So, I mean, it's gone.
That's sad.
Google Dead Files. If you want to watch the show, I just put in the comments, just Google Dead Files Wymore, Nebraska. The links keep changing because people put it up on YouTube, and then YouTube catches it because they didn't have permission to, and they take it down. And generally it's speeded up a little bit. So I'm going to be sitting here talking like this. But it's kind of messed up. It is, me talking like this is kind of messed up. Like I'm, hitting him and stuff. I don't know.
You should just talk like that from now on.
That's not a bad idea. But it's going to make for an awful short show.
Just walk around and narrate my life like that. And then she got fucked up again.
That one project you got,
yeah,
we could add that in.
Fun times. There's something actually wrong with us, Keith.
What's that?
We're messed up. We're messed up without the meth.
Messed up. But we're messed up in a good way. There's messed up in good ways and then messed up in not so good ways.
Yeah.
And we do not want to be messed up in the not so good ways. So we are going to be messed up in the good ways.
As long as it makes people laugh, I don't care.
Yeah. Might be able to find it on Netflix. Good. Thank you, researcher. And I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit. When it came out, I had a bunch of people reach out to me that follow the Dead Files, and they said it was one of the most real episodes that they have seen. Because I was real. I was honest. I put my heart into that because I wanted help. So that made me feel good. That meant I got my emotions out. And a lot of times I have a hard time doing that.
It's crazy because when I filmed with America's Most Terrifying Places, and like they changed stuff a little bit, but with Destination Fear, I was just able to talk about the experience and whatever. And there is such a difference when you're just like really honest about what happened, and you're really, because the stuff that happened to me at Edinburgh was scary. It really affected me, and you don't expect that. And so watching it later, I was like, wow, that's completely. I remember filming with America's Most Terrifying Places, and the guy's like, you are talking about a negative experience and you're smiling. Can you stop that? I was like, my face just looks like this. No.
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't help it. Like, I had to make an effort to like look sad. This is so weird.
I was screwed up enough at that time because the mechanics hadn't been there yet. So that thing was still in me. So all of my emotion, they were right there. They were still raw. Now I can talk about it real easy. I can smile about it, laugh about it. I've worked through it all. And I've healed from a lot of it. There's still some things that bother me. Don't get me wrong. There's always going to be things that bother me from my past. But I'm working through a lot, taking care of a lot of triggers. And I'm constantly becoming a different person. And that's a good thing. Like I like to say, if I can remember how I word it, I'm slowly becoming who I was meant to be instead of becoming who I was.
That's good.
Yeah. And it takes a bit.
It's so weird to me. Like you talk about like who you used to be, and I can't, like, I've always known this Keith, and I can't imagine you being anybody but this.
You wouldn't have liked who I was before. He was an asshole, and I killed him and I ate him.
I'm so happy that I didn't come into your life until this Keith was here, because you are an incredible human. So
divine timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So
not like this.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And there are some people out there that just don't understand what it is that we do have.
Because I'm so cute.
We have this awesome friendship. She's one of my best friends. She's like my sister. We support each other. We take care of each other, and it's awesome.
With each other.
Yeah. We each other shit. It's just awesome.
It is. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So those other people can well, I'm gonna say it. Them fish.
Fuck them fish. Exactly.
I dropped the pen. I ain't got a mic, so I'll drop the pen.
You don't have an F-bomb.
I'm going to. I might end up with a couple of them because it's a couple
I
people
hear,
here for me.
I hear
So,
they're coming. I hear they're
yeah.
coming. So
Well, I don't know about that, but that somebody's going to send them to me.
they're on their way. This is not Drunken Oracle.
No, I'm trying to.
So hard. It's so hard. Oh, I just said hard. It's it's so difficult to just not be a goofball. I don't.
Like, everybody knows that I don't do a professional show on purpose. I like to make people laugh. I like to make people giggle, and it's cool. You know, it is. Correct. This is not Drunken Oracle, but we can get a little funny. You know, it's okay.
I can't help myself. Even when we're doing like paranormal reveal and it's all serious, I'm over here like, let me make a dumb joke. It just comes out. And
I know. It's what we're used to. You know, it's our standard.
Yeah.
But you know, unless there's some company or TV or radio show out there or something that happens to stumble across this and wants to give me some of that, that green stuff for doing this is the way I'm doing it.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so because Greg has his own show on AM 950 out in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's had me on a couple of times. And the first time was all about our trip to Gettysburg and all that stuff there. And he said, listen to me, you cannot swear. He's like, I will get fired. Like, you can't swear. I went a whole hour. Not only did I go a whole hour, but then when Stephanie was on, Stephanie went a whole hour without swearing.
How?
Magic. I don't know. And they were making fun of me a lot. And I was just like, oh God. I mean, literally, I think the only thing I did the whole show was laugh because I was like, we were joking about just everything that happened. Gettysburg was amazing. I cannot wait to go back. We're going back for the Gettysburg Bash. So I'm so excited to go back, but
I have given that some thought and
Keith,
not made up my mind yet.
You talked me into Scarefest, so you have to come to Gettysburg.
Well, you're not wrong. I did talk you into Scarefest. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, if you can get down to Scarefest, come see us. I will be working at the Spirit Mechanics booth, depending on if I can get Cobra to get the rest of the Cobra team to go down. We may have, if I can swing it, maybe the Cobra booth right next to the Mechanics booth. You can hang with us, with Cobra. And see how the mechanics do the thing. So you can come down, get your chakras did, get your mind right, get your energies, all wooed and stuff. We can do the thing. So yeah, come on down, see us, visit with us, and have yourself a good old time. Last year was awesome. It was the biggest one they've had so far. They've already gotten some real good guests lined up. So I'm looking
pretty excited.
And yeah, I've got a lot of time now, so I can't use the excuses. I don't have time to get to Gettysburg.
Well, you know what? It's like for me, every time I go to one of these, it's like I get to see all my old friends.
Yeah.
Actually, the end of May is Parapsychon, which is at what is it? Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio State Penn. And so I'll be down there with Devil Vision with Joe and Ryan. And I asked Josh Bender. So if anybody knows Deadlights, Josh Bender creates Deadlights, and he comes with us sometimes and he'll film with us sometimes, whatever. I don't see him very often because he's so focused on Deadlight, which is great. He's a great person. And so I asked him if he was going with us this year, and I didn't get a straight answer. So.
Aha.
I have no idea if he's going to be there or not. I'll have Charlie there though. Charlie will be with us, but the people who run Ohio State Penn, they give us special permission. They give us our own little booth, and we are allowed to go in the basement, and we do a live feed of us investigating live downstairs while the convention's going on. So
cool.
Yeah, we do. We take a couple people down there that we know and let them do it with us, but we get our own little guard and stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's a lot of fun. We definitely had fun last year. I got really drunk. I think it's the thing. I think they like to, I'm telling you what, they got me drunk. And then Bender had this idea to give me some moonshine. And I'm like, trying to kill me.
I've got some of that in my cupboard, and it's been in my cupboard.
I said no more moonshine.
I get out every once in a while, take a little sip. It's pineapple. It's good. It's tasty. But it's just, for that special night, a little bit here, a little bit there, and I'm good. When
Yeah, I don't need it anymore.
when Steve was up here one time, one of my other teammates came over and we had a quart of it, and Steve turbocharged it. I'm not going to tell the secret of how he did it, but he's working on this thing with the lid on it, and it's actually boiling in the jar.
That sounds like it needs to stay away from me.
Oh, 3 days. It took me 3 days to recover, but we got it done. We finished it.
Dude, I can't even handle myself in Wymore.
What's that?
I can't even handle myself in Wymore. I don't need any more.
Well, you got me to keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
And take pictures and videos. So,
Well, last time when you didn't go down to the bar, a video appeared of me dancing on the bar.
That's true. See, I did.
One time you left and we stole a train.
See, if I'm not there, you get yourself. I'm your highest self. I am your highest self. That's what I am.
Like literally the next day, people were like, "How was your weekend?" Well, I got drunk and stole a train.
Yeah, and everybody's on the phone to me, because I'm on city council.
I just remember to put it back.
You want to get that work?
And then they gave it to me. Then they're like, "Here, you can just have it."
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Oh my goodness. I'm crazy.
No, Lisa, no, that would not be a good thing.
No.
I don't even feel comfortable with that.
Nope. It would not. Dude, how many times have I come out there and been drunk?
God, I just want to reach my arms around you and hug you, girl.
I have the worst.
I'm going to.
I
got you. You need anything, even just an ear, I'm here, okay? Love you. So, what else do you got going on, girl?
Let's see. What else do I have going on? This Saturday I'll be in Salina at the temple. And I do think it looks like Greg and I are going to do a live investigation at the temple in Salina. And then May 11th, we're doing May 10th, we're doing a live at McIntyre. And then what are we doing May 11th? We just talked about it. I don't remember.
Yeah, let me check my notepad because I think I wrote it down.
Oh, the Drunken Oracle, May 11th.
Yes, Drunken Oracle, yeah.
That's what's happening. Well, and then
May 6th will be at McIntyre also.
And there's still tickets available. And that's actually a good event because that was basically just me and Stephanie just throwing something together really quick. So May 6th, we have an event at McIntyre. It's $50. It's still 2 a.m. So it's a good deal. Tickets are getting close to sold out. So if you want them, you probably should get them. If anybody knows Richard Estep, he's amazing author, amazing person. Coming up August 13th, Richard and I are doing a charity event at Asylum 49 in Tula, Utah. So all the proceeds from that event are going to the local animal shelter.
Nice.
I talked to so Kim Anderson is the guy who owns Asylum 49. Super awesome guy. He floors me because I messaged him and I was like, hey, and then he went and talked to her. He's like, who the hell is this? And then he's like, okay, Richard says you're legit. I'm like, okay, so let's talk. I said, can I give you, $400 for the night? That's what I usually pay, offer to the locations for charity events. He goes, I wouldn't dream of taking a dime.
That is awesome.
And I was like, wow, really? And then he's like, if you need to stay here, if you need anything, he's like, let me know. We got it covered for you. So he's really done a lot to help. And I said, okay, well, what? I said, we want to do an animal shelter. What do you got? And so it's the Grantsville Animal Shelter, and they basically get $5,000 a year.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Most of it's out of pocket and they struggle for donations and whatever. I mean, I don't think Thule is all that big, but they really need the help. And so hopefully, if everything goes well, we're basically going to double their budget for the year. Uh,
Awesome.
Yes. So that's the plan. So, that's one that I hope a lot of people buy tickets for. We have another event coming up in Virginia, June 24th. If you haven't been to the Octagon Mansion, if you can make it out, you will be able to sleep there. The following day, we're doing Dinner with a Ghost at St. Albans, which is like 30 minutes away. So
Okay.
you can actually come out there, do an overnight there, and then come to St. Albans. So
Okay. June. What was that? June what?
June 23rd and 24th. God, I have a lot going on this right now. Let me see. I have to pull up my own calendar.
Okay.
Um,
I gotta plug something while you're looking.
yeah,
Um,
you go right
you
ahead.
have never been to a Dinner with a Ghost event. They are phenomenal. The food is phenomenal. We got activity going on around. I mean, they are awesome. It's an experience well worth it.
I forgot. So April 29th, Wraith Chasers are going to be at McIntyre. I'll be there because that's just what I do. I think they think I stalk them, but I don't. I've done so many events with Mike and Chris, and not because it's because the owners of the location have asked me to come help. But that's on the 29th of April. I think there's still some tickets for that.
I'll have to look. I'd like to be there. They were at Scarefest, and I didn't get to meet them. So
And then we have the July 8th. Greg and I are doing an event at McIntyre, July 9th, Hotel Josephine. So again, like if you come out towards Atchison, because they're not that far away, So if you come out July 8th, you can spend the night at McIntyre and you can also spend the night at Hotel Josephine. And at Hotel Josephine, you get your own room if you get a ticket. Yeah,
Nice.
they were just on Ghost Hunters. And I just started talking to them a lot about stuff. They're really good people, really nice people. So that's July 8th and 9th. Then August 13th is the time. Let's see, May 20th and 21st. That's the event at what's it called? OSR. I call it Ohio State Reformatory. Then let's see. Then in November, on November 19th, me and Stephanie and Richard Estep are doing an event at the Villa again. I spent a lot of time there. And then there's another event the weekend of November 13th and 14th. I want to say that's Sarah Lemos, maybe, and a couple of other people there at the Villa. I think that's all I have for right now.
You're gonna be busy,
folks. Yeah, I know. I mean, I love it. I love it. So
we do have a little question. What drew you into the paranormal?
It's kind of weird. People ask me that question, and I guess I've always been kind of intrigued by it. Like when I was a kid and Unsolved Mysteries would come on, I only wanted to watch the ones about ghosts. I've just always had an obsession with it. And then I accidentally, this is going to sound even weirder, I accidentally ended up in film school. And so then I just sort of ended up filming paranormal. And I've just been doing it ever since. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely kind of belong here, I guess. I don't know. It just sort of happened. I mean, I did like little weird stuff. I used to go to the cemeteries all the time and like stuff like that and explore things and think about, it was just something that was always interesting to me, but I never really thought about investigating or going to I didn't even know you could. And then the next thing you know, here I am.
Yeah.
Just kind of happened.
Yeah, that's kind of like me. I got possessed and asked for help, and I got it, and here I am.
What are you gonna do? I mean, there is a lot more depth to this story. I mean, there's some things that happened in my life that I don't, and I won't necessarily talk about it. I mean, there are some things that happened where the paranormal field has gotten so egotistical, I guess I don't really know how to put the whole thing. But there are some things in my life that happened where I feel like if I were to come out and talk about it, people would be like, oh, she's just trying to get attention. And for the stories and things that I have, it's not, I don't want attention for it. I don't want that kind of negativity on it. I
get that.
Yeah, the story is bad enough as it is. The things are bad enough as it is. So I just don't. I mean, there's a couple people who know, but
Well, there's a lot that's happened to me in my past that I talk about a lot of it, but there's some that I will never talk about. Mm-hmm. It's mine. It is mine. It's mine to hold. It's mine to deal with. So I completely get what you're saying there. And you're correct. It's hard to talk about some stuff because people think you're being egotistical and looking for attention. No, this happened. I needed help. When my show came out, I was dogged and ridiculed by so many people.
I remember that.
My old paranormal teammates even. I didn't care.
And the funny thing is that
care.
I don't really think it's so much about your story as the fact that you were on a major TV show.
And I think that's got something to do with it, because I even talked to these people, what do you think about, because they knew I was trying to get help. What do you think about me reaching out here? That's awesome. Do it. And then I did it and flip the switch. I even tried to get them on it with me. They wouldn't do it. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's just crazy how people, and I try to put a lot of that out and just be supportive of anyone and everybody that I can. I don't want to, I don't want to discount it. I mean, I don't know what people experience or what they feel or what they're going through, and I can listen and I can hear them and whatever, but it's not up to me to be like, oh, you're a faker, and I can say sometimes I see things and I'm like, okay, that person just said that. Like, sometimes you can prove people are total BS.
Yeah.
But I just would rather leave it alone.
Yeah. Yeah. The less drama there is in my life, the better my life is.
Exactly. I hate drama. I'm like, I'm in my 40s. So I don't want to argue about your dust orbs. Okay. You think whatever they are. It's
anymore. Oh, wow. There's like hundreds of them. Yeah, I just got done vacuuming. That is so cool. What do you think it is?
Well, they didn't vacuum for you, so.
Best way to get rid of orbs is to dust and vacuum. Just saying. Now, I have seen, not only in my investigations, but also in some evidence that others have sent me, where I will give it credit for being an energy source, emitting its own light. And I don't feel it was a reflection of IR from the camera. It had its own pattern, stopped, different directions. There's things I look for, and I feel energy. If I look at something and I don't feel energy from it, it's probably dust, a bug, something. But if I actually feel energy from it, I'm going to give it some consideration.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times you can tell. One of the things that happened at Edinburgh, actually the whole Destination Fear episode that I was on was based off of this particular night at Edinburgh. And it's like 30 degrees in the basement. I think it was colder than that.
Yeah.
This light just comes and it goes down and it goes in a room and it comes back out and it comes to, and I'm just like, what is that? And at first I mean, you can hear me, Jeremy, that has to be a bug. It has to be a bug. Like that has to be a bug. And he was walking me through and he's like, look, everything's dead. And I'm like filming dead spiders and dead bugs. He's like, that's not a bug.
Yeah.
So eventually I had to be like, okay, that's not a bug.
Yeah, if it's pitch black and you film an orb.
That one's pretty crazy. I mean, that one was, and that's the thing, like I'm the first person to be like, that ain't paranormal. I mean, I have to sit there and my logical brain will just go through everything all of the time, people actually give me a lot of crap, Stephanie every now like, Christie, actually everything's paranormal, just shut up.
And that's one thing that, my team, Cobra Paranormal, that's one thing we need to do is we need to make sure any physical things can be removed from the equation. And a lot of times, pareidolia, I think that's how you pronounce it. That is like looking at the paneling and seeing a face. The human brain is very good at that, looking at a dirty window and seeing a ghost. You need to go investigate that, okay? Clean that window, go back and look at it from the same position in the same light. Is the ghost gone? Yeah, cool. It was dirt. The human mind can make faces and things out of a lot. A folded shower curtain that wasn't quite dry might have molded just a little bit. You open it up and there's something sitting on top of it and it looks like a face. Okay. Wipe the mold off, face goes away. So you really got to be careful with evidence like that. And that kind of stuff is easy to, I don't say debunk, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And these people get so convinced.
Me too.
And a lot of times I'm like, wow, that's cool. That's cool. And I leave it.
See, that's why I like EVPs. I like EVPs a lot because I feel like they are more, I mean, they're already like more than one piece of evidence because when you put them in and you can see the waveforms. And when I first started going to college and I randomly ended up in the film, it's because I actually went to school for sound design because I've always been a musician. I was a musician first.
Right.
And I spent time in studios working with sound program after sound program. I was at the top of my class. I just ended up in the sound program for film and realized I had a love for film as well.
Yeah.
And that whole sound design kind of morphed into this somehow or another. But to be able to look at the sound waves, and I'll tell you that one, I know you've heard it, the one EVP that I got from Beatty that said never give up.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's so clear. And so it's like there's a person sitting right there. There's no background noise. There's no white noise. There's nothing. It's like somebody speaking into the microphone. It just says never give up in a time that I really needed to hear it.
Yeah.
This thing was so prevalent that I started crying. And I don't cry easily unless I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Say that. I don't like crying in front of people. And so to have that just kind of come out, and then you can go look at the wave later. But not only that, I was filming live. And so we went back and watched the live and nobody was talking.
Yeah.
You could see everybody's mouth. We picked it up on the live feed. We picked it up on the EVP. We picked it up on, I don't know how many devices.
Yeah.
Just incredible. And that's Jack. His name is Jack. And now everywhere I go, his name comes up.
Imagine that. Maybe Jack is one of you guys.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are starting to say. It's been kind of strange. And I credit, people talk about Beatty Mansion, and they always talk about this black figure that rushes you. Well, when I was there by myself, I was like, somebody dared me to sleep overnight there. Like, come on.
Okay.
Alone. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I did. And now that hallway there where they say this black, that's where I went. I was like, oh, so you're the scariest thing here. Let's talk. And that's the first time I got the name Jack. And
okay.
Yeah. And so now a lot of people have interacted with and talked to him and whatever. He's not scary. I think he just wanted someone to talk to.
Hey, I'm here. Hi, can you see me? Hey.
Pretty much. So, and now he just, I don't know, maybe he's in Charlie.
People see things and it's something they're not used to. So they get frightened. One thing that my mentor, Steve, taught me is that not everything that looks evil is. So before I do anything or really react, I want to verify and make sure what or who we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, here. June 24th is the Octagon Mansion.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And I'm going to try to get there. I want some more of that food.
I'm like looking at what I wrote down here. Yes, June 24th is Octagon. I was probably reading it. So June 24th is Octagon Mansion, and there are tickets to stay overnight. So you can stay overnight there. You will have to deal with me all night, but so what? But then the next day you can go to St. Albans for dinner with the ghost, and I'll be helping out there. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. I always love going down to the Octagon Mansion. I always tell them if I could make more money out there, I'd stay out there a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's not working that way right now. So yes, Allie, I'm in your house. That's my
Allie.
that's my princess right there.
Yeah.
So those are her dogs. If you hear them coming, yeah, she's just yelling, "Hello, how you doing?" She's sober.
It's a voice.
I know. She's trying to get pregnant and have a baby, so let's all send her some of that energy. Help her and her husband have a child.
Yes.
They want it. I'm sure I'll want it when I see the baby. So yeah,
It is a gift. It really is.
I'm excited. I hope it's happening. They have a great marriage and a great family. So
I get her. She's laughing in the background because I'm throwing up everything she's putting up here.
she's a nut.
Oh well, I wonder why. I wonder where she got that from.
I couldn't have been me. Yeah. Nope, not me.
You know how long it took me to get that down? To look right at my guest.
I know. I have to look at the wall.
Yeah, because looking at my screen, you're over here.
Yeah.
So I had to get used to doing it backwards. Now I got it down. You're right there.
Oh, Keith, you look great today. You look
Just
newly.
did it.
Your doorknob is falling off. It's a really good time.
All right. I still need to work on that. Be cooler if I did.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Well, that was totally off topic somewhat.
where were we?
We were talking about how I'm the best paranormal investigator ever.
That's right. That's right.
No, I don't know. That's what I always say. Well, clearly I'm right because I'm the best that ever lived.
Now wait.
And then we all laugh.
I might run a close second. Just saying.
That's okay. You can be a close second all you want.
Okay, that'll work.
So silly.
You can be my idol.
There you go. It'll be a good old time.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
There's something wrong with us, and I like it.
Me too. Whatever it is, I like it too.
Yeah, I don't want to be like everybody else. Forget that.
But hey, we got a little help. We got the cosmic green bean.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at starting to do some events out in Florida. I'm looking at Florida and Nevada, all kinds of places. So
Those are a little far for me to go, but we'll see.
I mean, I'll still come home and do them. I think Elijah. So Elijah does Apex, and I do a lot of events for them too.
Okay.
I love Elijah. I don't have any booked with him yet, but when I do, I'll post them.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get them shared out and get them filled up. Absolutely.
He'll be in Salina. He's always like, "Are you bringing the other one with you?" When he's talking about Stephanie, I'm like, "Yes, we're a couple." No, actually, get a kick out of it. People always are like, I can't tell you how many people are like, people are starting to think you're dating, and we're like, one, so what if they do? And two, do you know what we talk about all day? It is certainly, we'll just say it's the D word. I'm like, clearly we're not, but whatever.
Yeah. I did a post the other day, and I did a video the other day, and if anybody wants to know what's going on in my life, ask me, pick that phone up, call me, send me a text message, get on Facebook, send me a messenger message. Hey, what's going on in this situation? If it's none of your damn business, I'm going to tell you. If I can explain it very politely without making anybody look bad, I'm going to do that.
Yep.
If it's something that needs to be explained further, it's going to depend on who you are. before I let you know what's going on in my life. But not everything out there is the truth.
And see, I think for me, when I have relationships with people, whether it's friendship or more or whatever, those relationships are so deep. I don't let people in easy, and when I do, they're fully in. And it's those are such deep spiritual connections. And and that's I posted it. I think a few weeks ago. Like we're sitting here trying to talk to spirits, but do we pay attention to the spirit that's still in a living body? And we need to do that more. We need to reach out to each other more and be there more. And the
We do.
surprises that I've gotten in this life, as far as like other people, all of a sudden being so close to me and caring so much, sometimes it just shocks me.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw a point out there that a lot of people need to work on. I've needed to work on it in my past. And it's not always an easy thing to work on. Be yourself. Don't tend to be somebody to impress somebody. Be yourself.
Yes.
Don't wear a mask. Take that off. Be yourself. If that person's going to like you, love you, they're going to. If they don't, wasn't right.
It's too much work to pretend to be somebody else.
Girl, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. But I mean that's going to not only free up the other person's time and energy, it's going to free up your time and energy. You're going to be able to work on yourself better. They're going to be able to work on themselves better, and you're going to have much better relations with a lot of other people if you just be yourself. And if people don't like you for being yourself, they ain't your people. We're here to introduce you to your people, your soul tribe. Spirit will do that when it's time, when you've gotten the work done.
God, I'll tell you, like all the traveling that I do, like I think that's the worst part of my life is that I love so many people all over the place. And so I'm always missing people. I always miss people. My friend Erica in Florida, I love her to pieces. She is such a great person. It's funny. I met her in Kansas. I'm Kansas City in Missouri, really. And now she lives in Florida and I'm still in Omaha. So, but I go see her all the time and like kayaking. She's the one who took me. I didn't even really know we were doing this. And the next thing I know, I'm in a wetsuit swimming with manatees.
Yes.
This is amazing. And the videos turned out amazing. And then the bioluminescent kayaking, which is incredible.
I would love that. I would love to do
Oh
that.
my
So
God. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I have been to Florida before, and it was cool, but it was raining, all the time. We had a deadfalls case to help on down there, and that was an amazing trip. But we didn't have a lot of time to, sightsee or anything. So I would like to go down there sometime just to go do those things. That would be so cool.
I'm gonna go. Let's go. I'm good.
Okay.
I think Christopher and I are gonna try to go kayaking in Nevada. They have all these like caverns and stuff with this beautiful clear water, and he keeps tagging me in photo after photo after photo. He's like, "Let's go, let's go, let's go."
You're gonna make me start drooling on here.
I seriously, if I was able to, I would just be barefoot in the desert in Arizona, in Nevada, and just wander the earth. I mean, I that's all I want to do.
Watch out for the scorpions.
I know. So we were driving. I'm telling you what, I paid $8 to use a toilet in Nevada. I think it was Nevada, because the kids were like, "Mom, there's nobody out here. Just pull over and pee." And I'm like, with my luck, I'll get bit by, in the coochie by a scorpion. I was like, no. So I paid $8 to use a toilet. That's what happened. So I was not going to pee in the desert.
$8.
I'm pretty sure that paid. Yeah, Allie. Yes, ma'am.
You have verification.
I'm pretty sure that I paid for their entire sewer bill for that month. So.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I was kind of sad because where we were out by, there is an abandoned Flintstones like fun park. And we were there and we just came across it on accident. And I was like, I don't know if we can just go in or what. So I didn't go in, but now somebody bought it and turned it into a campsite.
Really?
Yeah, it's now an RV park, so you can't go in there and walk around.
I think I've seen pictures of that on Facebook.
Yeah, and I was like right there. I'm so mad. But there's some on the Beautifully Abandoned page of some of the places we found out there, like the Encino Hotel. That place was creepy, abandoned, just all get up. You need a female funnel. Yeah, probably. Um, but there's all kinds of really cool shit out there. I mean, people were telling me, be careful out there. There's a lot of weirdos. I'm like, so then I go out there and I'm like, there's nobody. There's nobody there. There's not weirdo. There's nobody. Nobody is out there, including Keith. He just disappeared. Allie's laughing at you. Yeah, we did. I said, do you want to go to Disneyland? And they're like, eh. And I was like, okay, how about this? Let's take a 3-week trip. Just get in the car and go west. And we did. And I think we went to like 10 states in 3 weeks. And we had a $40 Sunday. That was good. That was pretty awesome.
That's cool. I like doing that kind of stuff where there's no agenda. There's no time frame. You just go have fun.
Yeah.
I've been on vacations where, okay, you got to be here by here. You have a half hour to do this and get in the road to go this town, do this for 2 hours, get back in the car, go to a motel, get up early, drive. Okay, we got an hour to do this. No.
We ended up at, oh God, what's the name? It's South Park, Colorado. Athena wanted to go to South Park because it was her birthday. And it was her 16th birthday. She said, Mom, I just want to go to South Park, Colorado. So it's Fair Play. So the real South Park is actually an extension of Fair Play, Colorado. And so we get up there and it's like Athena's birthday is June 23rd. Okay. It was snowing because we're up at the top of these mountains in Colorado, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And trust me, when I saw what I drove up the next day, I was like, oh my God, how are we not dead? But so we get to this hotel and we get to Fair Play and there's 2 hotels. One is booked. The other one has a room open. And so I'm like, guys, it's like 3 a.m. We just need to go in, get a room and be quiet. So we did. And we go upstairs and we're getting ready. And I hear somebody walking around upstairs above us. And I'm like, like we woke these people up. Well, there was no floor up there. So of course I'm like, I think this hotel is haunted.
I think it might be.
And again, this was before I did any paranormal anything. This was the last trip that I took before I got into anything paranormal. So of course we've learned that the hotel is haunted and whatever. And I'm like, that's so awesome. And we're kind of creeping around a little bit at night. So the next night we go to sleep. And Athena said, she's like, Mom, last night there was somebody doing dishes in our bathroom. I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? She's like, well, because you were scary and you were talking in your sleep.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so it was kind of awesome. So if anybody ever gets a chance to go to Fair Play and check out the Fair Play Hotel, super awesome.
I have to remember that. Have to definitely remember that. Well, girl, we are at 8:07.
Woo. I need dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got some things I got to get finished up here. I got paperwork stuff I got to file. And I'm not going to file, but I'm just going to, take it and put it in my pile that I have to file. But I got some stuff around the house I got to get done. So
there's Elijah right there anyway.
Yeah. Plus I got to.
Why are you even coming to this event?
Well, tell him hello. But yeah, I got to get back with the client. Right. So.
Well, you have a good night. And I'm glad everyone came to watch. And I hope everybody has a good night. So
absolutely. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Enjoying bullshit session.
I will be sharing out Christie's events. Go check those pages out. I have put them in the links in the comments here. So thank you for allowing us to hopefully make you giggle and laugh a little bit and give you some things to think about to, go see, go check out, go do. It's something different than going to the movies or going to dinner, in a regular restaurant. You can go eat with ghosts. You can go and investigate some safe places and learn. It's really cool. It really is. So
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for coming on, my friend, my
You're
sister.
welcome.
Love you to death. Yes. There we go. No, I can't do it. Here. How's that?
Oh, much better.
All right. All right.
All right. We'll see you later. I'm
All
going
right.
to sign
Sounds good.
off.
Night, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Have a good